Tonight, the campaign sprint to the New Hampshire primary, taking a detour through a New York City courtroom. Donald Trump there for a second defamation lawsuit by writer E. Jean Carroll, who testified today. The judge threatening to kick out the Republican frontrunner for talking too loudly to his attorney. Trump saying, "I would love it." The judge replying, "I know you would because you just can't control yourself in this circumstance." On social media, Trump attacking the judge as, quote, a seething and hostile Clinton-appointed judge who is abusive, rude, and obviously not impartial.
I'm leaving right now for New Hampshire. We just got a poll in that shows me leading by a lot. And I think we'll do there maybe similar to what we did in Iowa.
It comes after Trump's rally in New Hampshire overnight.
Nikki Haley is a disaster.
Looking for another landslide win and going after Nikki Haley. A new poll shows Haley in a distant second here, trailing Trump by 16 points.
She's not tough enough to deal with these people. I will tell you that. She's not tough enough.
Your time is Tuesday.
The Granite State widely seen as make or break for Haley, with its mix of more independent voters and moderate Republicans like Haley supporter Jude Blake.
Well, I think Trump doesn't believe in my version of democracy, and I'm just looking for an alternative. Plus, younger. We need younger, and we need women.
Haley campaigning overnight.
I voted for President Trump twice, but rightly or wrongly, chaos follows him. You know I'm right. Chaos follows him.
I'm the only one that's not running a basement campaign.
While Ron DeSantis calling out both Trump and Haley for refusing to debate before the primary here.
Donald Trump won't debate. He's not willing to defend his record. And Nikki Haley won't debate because she's not willing to defend her record. What does that say?
But that's not swaying Trump supporter Bob Swan. What put Trump over the top after you looked at everybody else?
The previous administration and
just the fact that he has an actual record.
Forceful and willing to fight against the establishment.
And Garrett, former President Trump will be off the trail tomorrow.
That's right, Lester, off the trail and away from a courtroom. He will be in Florida attending his mother-in-law's funeral. But his campaign is planning a series of large-scale rallies here this weekend, hoping to send a signal that this race is over if he can score another big win here on Tuesday. Lester?
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.